Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mr. Everything Man. The content's always 100% original, unedited, unscripted, unrehearsed, and improvised. My name is Joshua, and I am pleased to announce that as of uploading this video, I have officially returned from my most lengthy hiatus yet. The hiatus wasn't really my choice. It was kind of forced on me. Let me explain what happened, because, I know I've just been completely dormant. There hasn't been any updates. I've been completely silent. I haven't posted anything. I haven't uploaded anything. I haven't, responded to any comments or anything like that. It's just been complete silence from me. And, for the past 2 weeks, maybe a little over 2 weeks. And prior to that, I would never go more than like 5 to 7 days without any activity. So I felt that this kind of warrants, a video in and of itself before I return, just, jump right back into it. I would just like to take a moment firstly to apologize for the inconvenience and, just being absent for that long. Again, it wasn't my choice. Here's what happened. My phone that I've had for a year, which is what was everything my channel was tied to, my account, everything like that, and that was lost. I lost that on I think April 13th, I guess, Saturday, when I was out of town, and I haven't found it since. We filed a case number with the place that it was lost at, and they said they'd get back to us, and that don't worry, we should find it in a couple of days, definitely within a week, and it might be stolen because we haven't heard anything from them now, and it's been over 2 weeks. So, and we keep calling them and asking, is there anything in yet? And they say, oh, no, nobody turned anything in. We haven't found it yet. So, yeah, they basically said if I don't get it within, like, 2 weeks, that I may never see it again. So, that's kind of, disappointing. It's kind of discouraging to me because, the last year of my life was on there. I had 128 gigabyte SD card in there finally as of December of 2018, because as you may know, prior to that, I only had like 2 gigabytes of internal storage, and I had a 16 gigabyte SD card. But I got a 128 gigabyte SD card in December, and in those 4 months, I guess exactly 4 months, from December 12th to April 12th, I filled up over 100 gigabytes of it worth of stuff. There were over 300 hours of audio recordings, over 70 hours of video. There were, dozens of pictures and apps and, data and, my emails and text history and call logs and contacts. I mean, with the contacts, I don't have those phone numbers written down anywhere else. I only know the phone numbers of the people in my house, really. So beyond that, it's just lost. I did manage to run into 2 of those people in person, so I have theirs. But other than that, I just don't have any of my contacts' information anymore, so I'm very helpless. So if anybody watching this happens to be one of my contacts, and you are, then please, I still have the same phone number, so please text me and, just say, hey, it's so-and-so, this whatever, just so I have your phone number, please. You know who you are, folks, but yeah, so it's all lost, and tying it back into YouTube, there were so many videos on there that I didn't get to upload yet, I used to try to make it a point to upload everything privately to YouTube as soon as I would record it, like that had a possibility of going on YouTube, and then I would just kind of pace when I would make them public. But I have been sliding on that, the past few weeks, for maybe the months of March, April, maybe February, of where, I would just say, oh, I'll get around to it, I'll upload it later. and then I lost my phone. So there was probably a good like 5 hours of YouTube worthy material that's just gone now. And I tried, looking for it in a backup, Google Drive, Google Photos, all this stuff, and it was only able to retrieve 1.5 gigabytes out of the over 100. So yeah, it's a pretty helpless feeling for me. There was like, 8 Tales from the Fifth Dimension episodes, 3 Vicinity of Infinity podcast episodes. It had like Lava Lamp Chats episodes and nature walks and, Let's Plays and, just all this stuff, all these videos, and now they're just gone, and I guess nobody, including me, will ever get to see them again. So that's disappointing. But I mean, hopefully, I can still get it back. I don't know, or find some kind of way to restore it to my current phone. But so, long story short, I was without a phone. I do have a laptop, but it's not really like signed in very much to my account. Like, I can still use YouTube, but I can't really log into Mr. Everything Man through there. I have a secondary account for that. So yeah, obviously I can't live without YouTube, but, so I have the laptop, but it's really faulty. It's a very old school one. There's obviously no 4G or anything, and the Wi-Fi is very faulty in my house. And so, I mean, not to mention, it's also been finals week too for me as a college student. I have, 4 final exams, and, so it just, I've at any time I did have has just been with that. But if it wasn't, I mean, I still don't feel right, ever since I lost my phone. It was definitely my most valuable possession, and it might be stolen now, I don't know. And the thing was, it was in a case that had my driver's license, my student ID, my, like, all different cards and stuff. It may have had cash in it. But the point is, somebody could have unlocked it. It did have a password, but I know there's ways to get around that. They could have, like, who knows what they could be doing with identity theft and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I really don't know. I have no idea where it is or what is being done with it. But yeah, so I haven't been able to make any videos. Now, my laptop, I was able to record. It only has one camera. It just has, like this camera. I guess this is called the front-facing. But, so I was able to record a few episodes of Vicinity of Infinity podcast, at least 2, and 1 Lava Lamp Chats episode. I think that's it. Yeah, so from my laptop, so that I don't know how to upload videos to Mr. Everything Man from there, but I'm sure I can figure it out. So those might be coming soon. But beyond that, that's about it, really. Wow, it's been 8.5 minutes. Oh, I thought maybe like 3. But but yeah, so I just got a phone yesterday, and I've been spending the past 24 hours, trying to get it set up, logged into my account, all that stuff. I ran into an array of difficulties, but it seems now it's finally doing that. The only roadblock now is that it only has, I think, 2 gigabytes of internal storage, so I need a new SD card because obviously my other one was in my phone. So, yeah, but I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I'm copying everything, I'm saving everything to Google, because I didn't with my last phone, because I'm like, oh, I want privacy, and all. Yeah, well, then you're never going to see it again. But so I'm making backups of everything. I'm writing down all my contact phone numbers. Like I'm taking steps to ensure that I'm not ever devastated, that much. But yeah, so I just got this. So basically, as of like an hour ago, is finally when I'm able to be all right. So now that I have a phone, and now that tomorrow's my last final exam, so then I'll be in a break between semesters, so I'll be able to go on a recording spree for the next 10 to 11 days. So yeah, now that whole thing's over, and we're kind of back in the groove, I will be able to return to YouTube. Yeah, again, it hasn't been my choice. If I could, if I would, I would if I could, but there was absolutely no way. I didn't have a phone. I couldn't record anything. Um, so yeah, I have returned. And to make up for this hiatus, I will try to really ramp it up more than ever with the videos. Multiple per day, hopefully. Now, see, the thing is, my archive is lost of just like videos that I had in the queue, you know, to upload. Those were all on my phone, and now that's gone, so maybe I don't have as much material to work with. But I'll try to record some new stuff. So yeah, new stuff coming soon. Thanks for staying with us, for not unsubscribing or anything like that. Yeah, may it never happen again.